class is brought to you by the 70 West Church of Christ, located here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. My name is Michael, and thank you for joining me in this study today. Now, here's our question. Is Genesis chapter 31, so go ahead and turn to Genesis 31. Is Genesis chapter 31, verse 49, an expression of mistrust between Laban and Jacob, involving an appeal to God? Now, a little background. Jacob had traveled up to his uncle's place where his uncle lived. And of course, Jacob had stolen not just the blessing from his brother Esau, but also stole the birthright from his brother Esau. Fearing his life, he had listened to his mother, and he had went off to live where his mother's family was from. He was a deceiver. In fact, that's what his name originally meant. Jacob means to deceive. Now, he meets there in his mother's homeland someone who's even a bigger deceiver than he is, his uncle Laban. Now, Laban tricks him, and he tricks him by giving him first Leah, the older daughter, as a wife, then gives him Rachel. He ends up working 14 years for Rachel. Then he works some more years. In those other years, after the 14 years, God turns the tables on Laban, and Jacob's flocks, who had been depleted, and he was pretty much didn't have a whole lot before that. Suddenly, Jacob has a pretty substantial family in flocks and belongings. He decides to go back home to where he was raised. So he leaves, unbeknownst to him, Rachel actually steals her father's idols. Her father was an idol worshiper, and she takes off with the family idols. Now, Laban finally catches up to Jacob and the family and says, "Well, why did you leave without telling me? And why did you take my family, my daughters, away from me?" And Jacob just said, "I feared you. I didn't trust you." And Laban makes the accusation about the stolen idols. Rachel is the one that stole them, but he doesn't find that out. She kind of camouflages it, and she makes an excuse about her condition at that time of the month. And so he doesn't find the idols. So we've got these two men, Jacob and Laban, who don't trust each other. Now, today, often I see this verse in connection to jewelry. People will give this as a piece of jewelry and to show a friendship and a connection. Actually, originally here it shows mistrust. Notice what they do here. Verse 45 of chapter 31. So Jacob took a stone and set it up as a pillar. Then Jacob said to his brethren, "Gather stones." So they build up this memorial stones, a marker. Verse 49. So they call the name Mizpah, the Mizpah, because he said, "May the Lord watch between you and me when we are absent from one another. If you afflict my daughters, or if you take other wives besides my daughters, although no man is with us, see, God is witness between you and me." Then Laban said to Jacob, "Here is this heap, a heap of stones, and here is this pillar, which I have placed between you and me. This heap is a witness, and this pillar is a witness, that I will not pass beyond this heap to you. I'm not going to come down to attack you or to harm you. And you will not pass between this heap and this pillar to me. You're not going to come north to where I am for harm. The God of Abraham, the God of Nahor, and the God of their father judge between us." So actually, even though today that verse is inscribed on jewelry that people will give to one another as a show of friendship, actually that verse is really about mistrust and not trusting each other. And I can see why, can't you? With the kind of relationship that Jacob had with Laban, they really don't trust each other. And they're saying God is a witness to this agreement that we're not going to pass this point. Jacob's not going to go north, and Laban's not going to go south, and we're not going to come and harm you at all. At this time, I'm going to ask you a favor. Please click on share and let's get this message out to more people. That would be phenomenal. Did you know you can start your day and end your day with a study of God's Word? You sure can. That's Fundamentals at 7 and Bible Investigation at 9, Monday through Saturday. Also, we have classes for young people every Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock. Would you like to have your questions answered? Just email me your questions and I'll do my best to answer your question. Also, this is the email address to use if you want to request the free study guide. Would you like to be involved in a deeper study? Hey, we've got some wonderful study tools all for you located at our website. Check it out. Have you downloaded my free app? I call it Truth.fm. Truth.fm. Also, we have a free Bible correspondence course waiting for you. Just email us your mailing address. And when you're emailing for that, how about this? You can also email and request the free publication, House to House. All we need is your mailing address. At the 70 West Church of Christ, you're always a guest. We come together to worship in a building located at 948 Airport Road. Now, as we close out, it is our hope, it is our wish, it is our prayer that each one of us will live for Jesus 24/7.